Hello everybody, this is Louisa with another Stamp Doctor video tutorial and project. Today I'm actually going to be doing a scrapbook layout. And this layout, it's going to measure 12 by 12 and I'm using just a 12 by 12 white sheet of paper. And then I'm layering on a 11 3/4 by 11 3/4 sheet of scrapbook, another sheet of scrapbook paper. This is actually cardstock, blue cardstock, and it will go something like this. So right now you can't see it because my mat here is white, but it will have a little bit of a white border going through it. And then I have cut using Labels 20 from Spellbinders Nestabilities. I use the third largest die to cut all of these die cuts. And these papers come from the 6x6 paper pad from Echo Park, and this is called the Here and Now. I love this paper pad. It has very beautiful colors. I've also cut some just straight solid cardstock and embossed it using 3 different embossing folders from Spellbinders. I use Spellbinders Embossabilities Twisted Hearts, and I use both Design A and Design B. Spellbinders Embossabilities Regal, Design A and Design B. And Spellbinders Embossabilities Design A and Design B from So Trendy. So with that you get all these different die cuts, and I can give you, so I cut 11 die cuts using labels 20 from Spellbinders using the Echo Park paper. And I cut 8 solid cardstock using the same label, and then went ahead and embossed it. So I did, because I used both the Design A and Design B, you get 6 different ones, and then I repeated a few of them. I repeated this yellow and this gray and this gray and this red from the Twisted Hearts embossing folders. And then, so with all these, what I plan on making is my very own mat. So I'm going to go ahead and put this all together, and when we get back, I'll show you the last layers for my scrapbook. so I have put everything together. I ended up cutting one more piece just so that I could fill in these two pieces. So with one I just did half and half. So basically you would need what my logic behind this, because the paper is double-sided, I cut the die out, and then I cut it twice so that one side would show this side and then the other one would show the opposite side, which for this case is this one, for example. For the only one I ended up cutting 3 of was this one. All others I just did 1 or 2 of. So you would end up needing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 solid cardstock, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. And 12 of the paper, the pattern paper one, because you used 2 of them, you cut them in half. So a really cute and easy way to also use up your scraps. If you have scraps of different papers, you can do this. If you want to do smaller sizes, you could do that. It just probably take you a little bit longer. I also ended up adding this piece of ribbon here, and my layout isn't perfectly centered, which in hindsight, obviously you would want to correct that. It's more skewed towards this side, and it's probably going to bother me, but since it's already stuck down and I forgot to put the ribbon, so I had a few oopsies, I'm just going to let it be. So now on to the rest of the layout. I already cut this out. This is just out of some scrapbook, solid scrapbook or piece of paper that's in kind of like a mustardy yellow. And what I actually did with this one to get these edges is that I use from Labels 8, I use the end, so I only use, actually, and I didn't use this size, so I used the 3rd largest, which is this size, and I cut, I did a partial die cut, so I only cut it up to like here. Then I did the same over on this side, and with my slicer I just ended up slicing the rest of the die cut. So you have the 2 edges that end up like this, and then I just cut a normal piece of white cardstock, which is going to serve as my journaling piece. And then using the same Labels 8, I used the largest one and then the second to largest to create this frame. And this is my picture, and I'm just twisting it down, just my husband and I. And it's gonna look something like this. So this picture, to be able to fit this Labels 8 frame, was cut down to 3 5/8 and 5 inches. So 3 5/8 and 5 inches. And then this is just a piece of really bright pink cardstock, just to give it a little bit of pop. So I'm going to go ahead and put all this together, and when we get back we should have a finished layout. Scrapbook Layout, I ended up switching some of the die cuts around because the two die cuts under here you wouldn't be able to see at all, and I really wanted to show this gorgeous hearts embossing folder in this striped paper, which is the back of this one. So I just ended up switching those. There was a red, previously there was a red one here, and then this one was this side of it that was up here, over here, but since we're already, you can see a lot of it through this die cut here, I thought it would be a good substitute. Also, that way none of the papers are repeated now. So I did end up liking a lot how this turned out. It's a little bit more springy colors, but you could change it obviously if you have a different paper pads that are a little bit more fall. You could use some more fall colors. I love this this collection of die cuts labels 20 because it's just a little bit different, and you can use it to, it looks a little modern, but you can also make very elegant projects with it. Thank you very much for watching. Don't forget to visit thestampdoctor.com, and their link will be in the description of this video, and also, and if you're watching this from their blog, don't forget to visit their Facebook page, The Stamp Doctor, facebook.com/thestampdoctor, where they keep you updated of where they're heading next and all the offers that they have going on that week. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll catch you guys later.